Have you any time faced a challenge of multiple meaning, as in could be this or could be that, for the same words and felt stuck to move forward? Like this sentence, each of us saw her duck. It is not clear whether the word duck refers to an action of ducking or a duck that is a bird. Welcome all. This short video will help you overcome the situations when customer gives ambiguous requirements. I am Rashmi. Let us get started. To understand ambiguity in requirement, let us first get clear idea of a good customer requirement. Babcock Guide states 9 characteristics of requirement. They are atomic, complete, consistent, concise, feasible, unambiguous, testable, prioritized, and understandable. When even one of these qualities are missing from the requirement sent by the customer, it becomes ambiguous requirement. When working for any project in IT industry, ambiguity can arrive easily. It harms the project, its deliverables, and its timeline. In return, it only makes the customer lose the confidence in the project. Research reveals it is much costlier to fix a defect in higher environment or production than during the requirements stage. It becomes really important to review the requirement and eliminate all the ambiguities. The ambiguity should be clarified irrespective of the document's availability or not. It is critical to remove all the ambiguities at the very early stage of the project, which will help in reducing costs and delays in timelines, creating valid test cases, helping in reducing further defects in software, building good quality software. The requirements need to be crisp and clear. The objective should be clear to both the parties, that is customer and the team. In today's fast service of software delivery, situation arises that the requirements are not clear from the customer side. It is very critical for a business analyst to filter the correct requirement from the ambiguity and then communicate to the team to implement the same. Or even unstated requirement or understated requirement by the customer needs to be surfaced up. We have outlined few of the important approaches which can be applied to your project as and when needed for ambiguity removal. Communication. Engage the customer to figure out what exactly is required. There could be a situation where the customer themselves don't know what is required for their business. In such cases, you can invite the customer for regular meetings, or you can have exchange of mails. Ensure the chain mail is not too very long. You can have chats or even over the phone discussion. You can also set up interview with the agenda as elaborate requirement gathering. Paraphrase customers' words into your own words. Ensure the customer understands his or her requirement in your way of speech. You can send follow-up questionnaires so that customers can fill the gaps on understanding. You can ask open-ended questions. Documentation. It is a good practice to prepare and maintain the document along the project. These documents should capture the customer's requirement. You can also share this document with the customer and cross-verify with customer your understanding of requirements. The acronyms should be clearly understood by both the parties. For example, you listen to the word MOM and take it as minutes of meeting for the last meeting held. However, the customers who are into finance business might be referring to as month over month, or maybe for cybersecurity requirement, MOM is referred as method, opportunity, and motive. Details on language. Be specific for the words chosen in documentation or communication. Try to be specific instead of mentioning negative requirements. When these negative requirements are changed into positive requirements, the result will be more precise. For example, the negative sentence as the product and its service will not be available during weekend can be rephrased as the product and its service will only be available during weekdays hours. You need to get clear with the difference of functions and features. Many a times, customers use it interchangeably without knowing the underlying meaning. Boundary conditions. Many a times, the boundary value is missed by the customer. For example, let us say the requirement is stated as the software needs to calculate discount for the sale above $100. As a business analyst, you can specifically ask what happens when the sale is exactly $100. The customer can give further information if they have, or if customers don't have the information ready, your good question could be an input for customers to come up for that specific requirement. When customers uses pronouns like general, usual, you can specifically ask for few examples to elaborate. These pronouns often lead to confusion. Few words need to be asked explicitly. For example, bi-weekly. It is unclear whether the requirement is for once in 2 weeks' time or twice in a week's time. Proof of concept. Here is another instance where the customer needs a solution to be implemented by the team. Customer would not be knowing whether the solution asked by him is relevant or not. Maybe the solution is new of its kind. Maybe this solution is in use by the customer's competitors and customer wants to realize if this solution is beneficial for his or her organization or maybe not. Whatever is the reason, the ambiguity is even higher because the feasibility of this requirement is unclear. In this case, the business analyst should get the technical team involved and understand the permissibility of the solution. In this case, a POC, that is proof of concept, is required for the customer. The progress on regular intervals should be shared with the customers. Regular feedback from the customer will help the customer and team clarify many things as the development progresses. We hope this video is of help to you. We will be delighted to answer your further queries. Thank you.